Okay, let's dive in. You've given us quite a stack of material here, articles, timelines, all about the legal situation with Sean Combs.
Yes, it's a lot to unpack.
And it seems to be moving so fast. So our goal today is really to just walk through the key points from your sources, kind of lay out the timeline as these documents present it, give you a clear picture based on this info.
Exactly. We're sticking to what's in these papers you sent,
Oh,
tracing that sequence of events.
okay. So if we start where your chronology begins, that takes us to November 2023.
Right.
That's the civil lawsuit from Cassie Ventura, allegations of abuse. And the sources you sent note it settled very quickly, reportedly for $20 million.
Yeah, that speed and the reported figure, they really stand out in the documents. It's flagged as the first big public legal moment in this sequence.
Definitely seems to be where the public scrutiny, according to these reports, really kicked off.
For sure.
Then, moving on, your sources highlight March 2024, a pretty major event, federal raids.
Yes, that's a significant escalation mentioned.
The documents specify locations, right? LA, New York, Miami residences.
Correct.
And they list specific things reportedly found. Firearms, some with altered serial numbers, narcotics, other items too.
And what's fascinating there, based purely on your sources, is what they reportedly found.
How so?
Well, those specific items, the guns, the drugs they suggest the investigation, according to these reports, was maybe widening beyond just those initial civil claims.
Oh, okay. Federal involvement plus those specific findings. The documents definitely treat that as a key development.
Absolutely. A major turn.
So then we jump to September 2024. Your sources talk about the arrest and the indictment.
Right. This is where it shifts, formally, from investigation to actual federal charges being filed.
And the charges listed in the materials are serious. Sex trafficking, racketeering, things like that. It notes he pleaded not guilty.
Correct. And another point your documents bring up repeatedly is bail.
Denied multiple times, it says.
Yes, and the reasons cited in the sources are flight risk concerns and potential witness tampering.
That seems significant.
It is. According to these materials, that consistent denial, based on those stated reasons, suggests how seriously the system is viewing the risks, based on the case described in your documents.
Okay, fast forward to now May 2025, based on your sources. The trial's underway.
That's right. The documents give dates. Opening statements May 5th, witnesses starting around May 12th.
And they mention key witnesses, Cassie Ventura, of course.
Yes, detailing the alleged abuse related to the charges, and also former assistants.
What are they expected to talk about, according to the sources?
The report suggests they'll provide insights into, personal habits, behaviors, things the prosecution believes are relevant. It's about connecting the charges to specific actions, as laid out in the materials you shared.
Got it. Your documents also paint a picture of his current situation. He's detained.
Yes, at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Quite a contrast to his life before, as the sources note.
And the sources describe the conditions.
They do. They mention things like overcrowding, issues with amenities. But they also stress that, according to these reports, he's not getting special treatment. Standard inmate routines.
Right. And the impact. Your sources touch on personal and professional life.
Yeah, personally, there's mention of him missing his daughter's graduation, which the reports say he deeply regretted.
And professionally.
Business ties cut. The Sean John line being pulled is mentioned, media projects canceled. That's all detailed in these documents.
There's also a note in your materials about media coverage, even documentaries being developed, like one involving 50 Cent.
Yes, brief mentions. It just shows how public this whole thing has become. Based on the info you provided, it's got this whole other dimension now.
So quite a journey we've traced just using the documents you sent. From that initial civil suit, the settlement,
Through the raids, the federal indictment, the serious charges.
to the ongoing trial now and all the reported fallout.
And yeah, just to reiterate, everything we discussed comes straight from the specific articles and timelines you gave us.
That really lays out a sequence.
It does. And maybe that leads to a final thought for you, the listener. Consider this specific sequence from your sources. The quick civil settlement, then the federal charges, what was reportedly found in the raids, the bail situation, the trial details now emerging, the impacts described. What does this particular chain of events, as reported in these specific documents, make you think about how these high-profile cases can unfold, layer by layer, often away from the daily headlines?